Welcome back to the 100 Days of Cloud FinOps with Hybr. In the last episode, we saw general concepts related to the Cloud FinOps principle collaboration. In this episode, we will see how Hybr helps bringing various disciplines, various functional areas together and provide a single view of truth for everyone involved that enables an effective collaboration. As you might be aware by now, Hybr is a multi-tenant platform where you can onboard various departments, projects, various business units into Hybr and bring everyone together and have Hybr to serve as the single pane of glass or single point of truth for everyone involved. From Hybr, you can go to the company's customers menu and you can see from the company's view where you can onboard any sort of entity within your company. For example, it could be a business unit, like I said, or a team, or a project, or a business unit. So this enables you as a Cloud FinOps practitioner to kind of map an organizational entity into Hybr so that in the next step, you can create cost allocation rules so that each line item from the cloud provider cost can be mapped to these different entities automatically done by Hybr. So in this case, we have various cost centers and in some cases teams are mapped as Hybr companies, right? So if I go to my dashboard, I get as a central finance executive or the cloud FinOps practitioner, I get to see at an overview, at a high level, what are the costs and where they are being spent. I can also, from this central admin view, as a central cloud FinOps team, a practitioner, I can go and check out the costs allocated to various tenant companies that I just onboarded into Hybr. So in this case, for example, these are the different tenant companies that we saw to whom there are various costs that are being allocated. So if I'm interested in a particular team, I can filter to the team and see what are the costs or what's the total, and I can filter these at various levels as well, right? So here I see $177.55 as the cost allocated or incurred by this team called Billing and CSP Titans. So this is the view for me as a Cloud FinOps practitioner or the central accounting team I get to see. Let us see what the team's view would be, because after all, it's the same data, right? So both the central accounting and the finance team's view and the actual engineering team or the actual business unit should see the same data. That's kind of the foundation of having the same truth so that we can talk in the same language, we can see the same number and find ways to optimize if needed. So let me switch to the tenant view from here. So in this view, I have logged in as a tenant company. In this case, I have logged in my team account, which is the Billing and CSP Titans team. So here, as soon as I log into my tenant view, I get to see just my costs that my team has incurred. So if you notice here, the same $177.55, I see the same cost that my Cloud FinOps team is seeing. So this is kind of the starting point of the collaboration. So it is very important that the Hybr is able to bring the same data at the same time, show me the split or the allocated view across various teams and organizations within the company. So from a central administration or the central cloud FinOps view, it's the same data. And from the team or the business unit or the project level, I get to see the same single point of truth across all the cloud consumption, whether it is Azure or whether it is a different cloud provider. Hybr enables and brings this data and allocate across various teams so that we all get to see the same data across all the cloud providers.